hikers, nature and history lovers. This is Blue Jacket. Thank you for supporting my channel. So far, my videos in 2024 were mostly about hiking and backpacking. And I think it's time to fulfill another subject of my channel, and that's history. Today, we are in Virginia, and we're gonna follow path of 3 out of 8 American presidents born in Virginia. First president I'm going to introduce was our nation's 4th president, James Madison, and his house in Montpelier. James Madison is often called the father of the Constitution for his essential role in drafting and promoting the Constitution of the United States and Bill of Rights. He was the first president to have an inaugural ball.
I'm glad that worked out. Yeah. Thank you.
No, you can pay here.
Montpelier plantation was purchased by James Madison's grandfather, Ambrose Madison, in 1723 as 4,675 acres of land, originally named Mount Pleasant. Building the mansion began in early 1760s using bricks laid in the Flemish bond pattern, and the third phase of construction finished in 1812. Just like in most of the plantations in the area at that time, all the field work, building and domestic services was done by enslaved people. Unfortunately, there is no videotaping inside the house, but I can still show you the cellar.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
They built a cabin across the road from Montpelier after emancipation.
So maybe that's what we're doing right now. Maybe we're all in so much pain that
First memory be covered in it. I recall my mother, Suki, and Ben, Becca, William, and me, along with the other slaves, following Master Madison's coffin to the grave. When the ministers say, dust to dust.
All of you, I'm seeing some of you again. I'm delighted to have you join the Enslaved Community Tour. How many of you been to Montpelier before? Okay, well, I'm glad.
This is a site of slave cemetery. About 300 people is buried here. Nearly $7 million was donated from the Montpelier Foundation and the state of Virginia for the archaeological excavation work and to create a memorial for the buried enslaved people. This is the South Yard, work and living place for the slaves. The reconstructed houses were built on the original blueprint. While the slaves working directly in the mansion were living in those relatively nice cabins, slaves working on the fields were living in much more simpler structure. And this is the Montpelier garden. Next place we are going to visit is Highland, which was the former residence of our nation's 5th president, James Monroe. James Monroe was the last founding father to serve as president. One of the most important documents issued during his 2 terms of presidency was Monroe Doctrine, a policy of limiting European colonialism in the Americas. Good morning, thank you. Those two trees are over 300 years old. Highland, formerly Ash Lawn Highland, was a residency for James Monroe and his family in between 1799 and 1823. Those rocks marks the foundation of the original residence that burned out after Monroe sold the Highland in 1826. The exact date is unknown. What is left is the guest house and other buildings. The guest house was long considered as the main residence. The discovery about the original building burning down was made in 2016. This is a well-known image of George Washington and the Continental Army crossing the Delaware River, which occurred on the night of December 25, 1776. Those simple tools were used for processing cotton and wool. Other buildings on the property are smokehouse, reconstructed quarters for enslaved people, and original overseer's house. There is also a couple of hiking trails on the property you can take to get known the area better. I may take them maybe next time, and right now I'm gonna head towards the next house on our tour.
An equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the cause and to institute new government, laying its foundation.
President of the United States. Monticello was a Jefferson.
Silence says so you don't disturb other guests trying to learn from the report. While you have your cell phone out, if you think you want to take photos, turn the flash.
Last head of state I will talk about in this video was our nation's third president, Thomas Jefferson, and his famous house, Monticello. Thomas Jefferson was a founding father and the primary author of the Declaration of Independence. He doubled the size of United States through the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. Monticello was originally 5,000 acres plantation using forced labor of slaves for extensive cultivation of tobacco and mixed crops, later shifting to wheat. Jefferson himself designed the main house using neoclassical design with principles of Italian Renaissance. The work began in 1768 and was generally completed in 1809. For its architectural and historic significance, the place was designated a National Historic Landmark and in 1987 UNESCO World Heritage Site. The residence is connected via tunnel with all the dependencies rooms.
Alright, hey guys, we're going to take like 10 minutes. We're only going to go in here. Hey, come here. We're all going to stay down here. So you guys
Miss Hale! These are wonderful.
During the early years of Jefferson's marriage with Martha Vale Skelton, before completion of the main residence, they lived in this 18 by 18 foot room. Their first child, Martha, was probably born here. Monticello, just like other farming houses in the area, grew their own vegetables. This is slave quarter. Coincidentally, what's happening today on April 8th is very rare phenomena, solar eclipse.
Yeah, but I can't see with the glasses. See the clouds in front of it. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's very cool for people. Yeah, our eyes. Yeah.
That's the solar eclipse. Thomas Jefferson held at least 607 people in slavery. This 60-foot-long steel wall lists their no names. Blank spaces ensure new names can be added as the research still continues.
Thank you for joining me on this presidential tour in Virginia. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos, and I will see you next time for another adventure. Happy trails!